Yo, what's up? It's your boy Shaun Fitt, man. Greatness is a lifestyle, man. Let's get into this topic. What I want to touch on is the topic of Keith Thurman responding about the Errol Spence fight. Big fight, obviously, the fight that all the fans want to see. You know what I'm saying? The situation is this here, man. I hear a lot of people talking about it. I watch Boxing Ego's commentary on it. Heard Dante's Boxing Nation. I see a lot of comments in the comment section regarding it. I heard Keith Thurman's response, and I feel Errol Spence's hunger on the situation regarding wanting the fight happen because Errol Spence is a champ. Errol Spence is fearless. Errol Spence is incredibly talented. The guy is phenomenal in the ring. Situation is like this, though, with the fans and our perspectives. We want the fight to happen right now. We always want things to happen right now or whatever. We understand that Keith Thurman was off of injury, surgery or whatever. He had to recover. His plans is like this. It's his career, for one. We got to respect that. This is this guy's career. He's coming off an elbow injury. He's coming back for a tune-up fight. Anybody is trained in boxing, I know when I train in boxing, I know how it feels to get back in here and not really be able to perform like you want to perform, right? So he getting in there, he's getting his work in. You know what I'm saying? He feels good in the gym, but the tune-up fight will let him know how he's able to perform when it comes to being under the lights, right? So next thing you know, maybe he's feeling good right after that, or maybe he's starting to feel pain after that elbow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, after that fight from the, let him. It tells him where he's at as far as competing. He wants to be his best self if he fights somebody like Spence. In the back of his mind, he knows Spence is going to be one of his best competitions. You know what I'm saying? His biggest threat. So he's being smart. I don't think he's ducking. I don't think he's dodging. I think he's being smart. He's game planning his career. Shaun Porter is not a tough fight. Right after the tune-up, coming in and fighting Shaun Porter is not a tough fight. So to think he's scared of Errol Spence and he would still fight Shaun Porter, I don't see what they're to be scared about. It's more risk in there fighting Shaun Porter. Errol Spence might knock you out, but Shaun Porter can actually injure you, to headbutt you, bust you open, and he roughs you up, man. The guy is rough. He's relentless the whole entire fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's two different type of dangers, but still a danger. It's not like Shaun Porter's no threat. He won Keith Thurman won a split decision against Shaun Porter. So my take on it is this, man. I don't think he's scared. I think he's game planning. He's trying to handle his mandatory duties, and it takes time. After the tune-up, he's not going to go right into the Shaun Porter fight. He probably have a couple weeks off, a month off, you know what I'm saying, before they even start discussing the details of the Shaun Porter fight, or they might immediately start discussing it, right? So then he goes from that discussion to negotiating, getting a date. Shaun Porter is technically a mandatory, right? So he's trying to handle his obligation. They go into details, they find a venue and all that stuff that goes into when you're looking for a fight day. Then they make the fight. They got to get into a training camp, usually 8 weeks training camp. That takes time. Get the fight done. He has to win the fight against Shaun Porter. And then you could talk Errol Spence. So we looking at what, if he fight the tune-up early 2018, maybe January, February, March, and then let's say 3 months after that, 3-4 months after that, that's September, October for the Shaun Porter fight. You know what I'm saying? Then you got December, January for a possible Spence fight. So by him saying it looks like 2019, it's not saying that's mandatory going to be 2019. It's saying that's where it's looking like it's going to lead to, because he got to take care of these things. He's not saying it's not going to happen. All the fights that we put stress on, that you guys say, oh, Canelo scared of Triple G, the fight ended up happening. Mayweather scared of Pacquiao, the fight ended up happening. What you guys doing in between these fights happening is getting yourself stressed out. You're stressing yourself out, basically, because the fight is going to happen. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, the fight is going to happen. You rushing the fight is not going to make it happen any sooner. It's a business. It's a person's career. They have to take care of themselves. They have to move accordingly. If you ever boxed before, you know how it feels, to be in training camp. Errol Spence is a gym rat, so he's different. He's a different breed. A person that's out of the gym has to take a different thing. You know, get a different approach is what I'm trying to say. Has to take a different approach than somebody that's always in the gym, always ready. You feel me? So I understand where he's coming from because I train, I box, I've been in the ring. I know how it feels to take punishment, to give punishment. So you're not going to take the same approach as you would if you've been consistently active as when you out of the ring. So Shaun Porter's going to be a tough fight if he do fight him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Danny Garcia is anywhere in the equation, you know. But Errol Spence fight will happen come late 2018, early 2019, because once the Shaun Porter fight is done, imagine that ring. There's nobody else in sight after Shaun Porter because he's the mandatory. So Errol Spence is going to come up. Imagine that talk. I can't see now if he, after the Shaun Porter rematch, he still pushes it off, then you could say this guy is scared or something like that. But right now, what the case is that he's coming back, tune up, Shaun Porter, knock out that little situation, and then let's talk business, because we got to hype this fight up. Along this whole process, people are going to be talking about Errol Spence. That's the build-up, right? That's going to get more eager. The whole tune-up fight, people are going to question Keith Thurman about the Errol Spence fight. Up to the Shaun Porter fight, people are going to be asking about Errol Spence. That's the build-up we need. We need that build-up. That's going to put pressure on it, right? Then post Shaun Porter fight, say Keith Thurman get the victory, that's the build-up we need. We need Max Kellerman or whoever in the ring to question him. Okay, let's talk about Shaun Porter, the fight everybody want to see. What do you think about that? Keith Thurman, I ain't ducking no one, son. You know, you can beat me. I ain't afraid to let it go. If you can beat me, son. Don't duck me, son. You feel me? And Errol Spence is like, man down. You know, I'm ready. I've been ready. We could fight right now. That's the type of build-up we need, you know? Keep pushing pressure on the fight, but don't think Keith Thurman's scared. Watch this guy fight. Watch how he fights in that ring. That guy is a beast. He might not perform his best in the last couple fights, but the guy has talent. He's not afraid of Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I watch from a whole different non-biased perspective when I pay attention to all this stuff and see all these comments and watch videos like Boxing Ego and Dante's Boxing Nation and all the comments from a lot of the fans. It's different, man. It's different when you in a position that he's in. You know, he gotta strategically map out his career. You know, he get one shot to do this thing right. He don't want to have no regrets. He's gonna fight him, but he gotta be smart, because if you go in there in his elbow surgery, you ever had elbow problems, man? Look, any impact, that's a joint. It's like a hinge, bro. You can't just go in there with somebody like Errol Spence and he's digging to a body, boom, tearing that up, bro. You gotta be smart. Especially Shaun Porter gonna put some damage to it. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. That's my take on it, man. Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. I'm sure it's gonna happen into 2018, early 2019, but it's gonna happen, man. Let's get it. Bossland, better ourselves, successfully learn, achieve, never discourage. It's your boy Shaun Fitt, man. On to the next one. Let's get it.